good morning or good afternoon, depending on where you are. Welcome to this special Island Stat Sports Talk. I'm your host, Earl Baston. Joining me is none other than young Naim Zuill, currently playing for Bolton Wanderers. But Naim, first of all, thank you very much for the opportunity and congratulations at getting your first start in the Bolton under 18 team as a 15-year-old. How does that feel?
Yeah, first of all, thank you for having me. It's a pleasure. And yeah, it feels good. I played with them a few times. Played with them in the preseason, scored on my preseason debut with them, and then also when I was under 15s, when I was a 14-year-old, I played with like the 18/17s already. But yeah, it was good experiences so far, and I just want to progress more into it.
Sure. Now, one of the things I remember you running around Bermuda, this little short guy, and now I see this tall guy that has progressed in so many different ways. But obviously, moving to the UK has offered more opportunities for you to fulfill a dream. When did you start taking football seriously? From the sense that I want to do this full time.
Well, I feel like I don't want to sound cliche and anything, but this is what I believe. I believe I was destined to become a footballer when I was first born, to be fair, because most young people like to think that they want to do this and this and this, and it just always ever been football, and it always will be football. So I feel like when I first came to my consciousness, I just wanted to become a footballer, and that's it. So I'm going to do anything I can to become that.
Now, obviously, once you're in an environment, and you've been in a few environments of just football, just improving the skills. As a youngster, what are some of the things, the initial things coaches would tell you you had to improve on personally if you want to fulfill this dream of becoming a footballer?
Well, yeah. So I've been in professional environments for over 7 years, and the main thing that they've said to me, or just as a group in general, is just to simply enjoy it and work hard. But for me specifically, one thing that I've heard a lot of coaches say is to work on my weaker foot, which is my right foot. And I've been doing that because I feel like I've been good and I've been improving a lot on my stronger side, on my left foot. And they said the minute I work and progress more on my right foot and make it stronger, I could become deadly. And that's what I've been doing for the past years or so. And I like to think that if you're playing against me, I could go left or right and I could kill you on both sides. So yeah, I would just say, they just said enjoy football and keep being aggressive and just work on the small details, which can progress me to become the best player I can possibly be.
You talked about when you were a 14-year-old playing up, obviously. You obviously had the frame to do that. Were there any fears from yourself about playing with bigger players, and just the fact that you might get shoved off the ball, or that's the experience you wanted to make you stronger and understand what it's going to take to be that professional footballer?
So yeah, that's a great question. I wasn't really scared because I like to think, and if anyone was to watch me play football, I'm never fearless. I don't care if you're big, small, taller, or faster than me. I'm still gonna try my hardest. So I feel like when I was playing with these guys, who most of them now have a pro contract also, I just simply just wanted the challenge. I just wanted to enjoy it. Like I said, I don't care if you're bigger or faster than me or better than me. I just want to show what I can do when I get the ball. And since I was younger, and I'm playing with way older boys than me, you have to almost you have to be a little bit better in a sense of the minute you get the ball, you're going to get smashed anyway. So I feel like it makes you think quicker, but I never like to shy down from a challenge. So I just loved every minute of it.
Mm-hmm. What would you say would be the most exciting thing you love about the game itself?
I can't answer that in one question. I mean, in one answer. But I would just have to say everything. I don't want to sound cliche, but everything. I just love the excitement. I just love the nitty gritty part of football. I love, like, obviously the art of dribbling, passing, all that stuff. But I just love the game. Like, for me, I've always been a fan of it, of the game, as well as playing it for the majority of my life. But I just love the game football. It's just something that I love to play and watch and just study.
Now, most footballers from young love the ball all the time at their feet, love attacking, love scoring goals and all of that. But the other part of the game, the defending from your position, understanding that, even if you're a right winger or the striker, at some point in time, you have to understand there's defending in that. For you, getting that into your head as an attacking player, how difficult was it for you to adjust to that you have to defend from up top or you have to defend from out wide?
Yeah, and to be fair, that's what the more you grow in an academy environment / pro environment, you're gonna hear every top coach and every coach in that type of caliber of football that no matter where you play, you're gonna have to work hard on and off the ball. So for me, I'm a number 10 midfielder.
Mm-hmm.
And a right winger. I can play both wings. But for me, okay, I could dribble the ball, I could pass, I could shoot. But when I lose it, it's all a mindset thing. So I don't think it is obviously a skill, but it is very physically demanding. And one thing that I've noticed, the more I grow and the more I play with older boys, the harder it gets, meaning on a physical level.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like you've always got to work hard. Obviously, you're challenging, but like I said, it's very mental as well. So the minute you lose the ball, how quick can you get it back? Is it a sprint or is it a jog? And if you sprint, good. But if you jog, the coaches and the players are gonna be on you. You know what I'm trying to say? So, and I would say, yeah, it's a very mindset. And it is hard, but if it was easy, everyone would be wanting to do it. So yeah.
Yeah. Let's talk about the physical demand, the fitness demand, because a lot of your friends in Bermuda think, okay, I'm football fit, I could play 90 minutes in Bermuda, but you're understanding that 90 minutes in Bermuda is probably 15 minutes in the UK fitness. And being honest about it, like the demand to be fit, and doing the personal work, how has that been for you?
Nah, well, for me, I train every day. I train multiple times a day. So I'm obviously constantly working on my gym work, my fitness. But just to touch on what you said at the beginning of that, like I said, the older you get, the more physical it gets. And I feel like in Bermuda, people have a different, from what I hear and what I think, have a whole different aspect of what football really is out of that country.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, like for me, when I played with the older boys, even my age group, every second the ball was literally popping like that, literally popping like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like I can't say all, but most medium boys or girls, the minute they come out here and they experience that type of intensity, they kind of shy off from it. But like I say, just gotta get used to it, because if not, you can easily get lost. But for me, it's what you do out of the pitch. Yes, I do team training over 3 times a week, but also you've got to fill in your own gaps yourself, fitness, gym work, because prime example, I play with the 18s and these guys are huge, like grown men, like literally grown men. So you've got to be fit, and especially for me, I'm a winger and 10, and those positions are very vital because the ball could be there, then the ball is there, and you still got to sprint back.
Mm-hmm.
And imagine that 90 minutes, or if you get a chance, 45 minutes, vice versa. So yeah, you still gotta put in the work regardless what you think, but you need to be adaptable as well.
Yeah,
So yeah.
yeah. Were you surprised when you found out you were going to start yesterday? I know you midweek you came on, and then all of a sudden your name's called in the starting lineup. Were you surprised?
Funny enough, my mom asked me this in the car on the way back, and I feel like for me, I like to study the mental side of the game. So in a sense of when I go into the training ground, when I go into the changing room, no matter what is said or what I hear, I'm just locked in. So when I was going through the starting lineup and I heard my name, I was so locked in. I didn't fully indulge in it. Obviously, I heard it and I was proud of myself, but I couldn't let the emotions get to me. Meaning, I couldn't get too happy. I couldn't get, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I fully deeped it when I was in the car and when I got home. Like, wow, I really did that. But also as a factor of, yes, I did get the call up. The manager was happy with me. But now, today come. What can I do better today? So of course I'm very happy and very grateful that I got it. But now it's on to the next one. Like I always want more for myself and I feel like it's a very good trait to have. But I was very proud and my family's proud that got that call up. And obviously God willing more is gonna come over time. But yeah,
Yeah.
very focused.
Sure, sure. How do you manage? How do you manage when you're now going to be playing under 16s, and then you get this call up to under 18s because obviously now playing two high demanding games probably in a week here or there, um, but keeping that emotion and as you said that focus. How do you work it out in your mind because you say you study the game, so you got to have an idea of how you're going to manage this period because it's going to be a little more demanding. What did you say?
Um, yes, and I feel like now I'm at a point of my youth career development of where you're gonna be getting different call ups. That could be probably first team, 18s, or even when I'm playing my normal age group. When I'm playing in my normal age group,
Mm-hmm.
the call up, and like I said, no matter where I go, you still gotta take it with a grain of salt. You gotta understand that yes, you are good enough to play at this or that level, but I just take one day at a time. That's what I do. You know what I'm trying to say? I can't recommend anyone to do what I do, like on the side of the mental part of it, because people can celebrate it. And then the
Mm-hmm.
minute it's to the pitch, the nerves get in, you know what I'm trying to say? The dopamine goes down and you're sluggish. So, like, for me, and I like to think that my surroundings keep me very grounded in it. But
Mm-hmm.
I just take every day by day. And I had a game yesterday. Where was I this morning? At the gym, doing
Mm-hmm.
some recovery. And even as I'm talking right now, I got a ball at my feet. So I feel like obviously be obsessed with it, but also take every day by day. And that's how, for me, that's how I progress. You know what I'm trying to say? But yeah.
Yeah, yeah. What attracted you to Bolton?
Um, Funny enough, I couldn't tell you when. It was probably I think it would have been 2 years ago when I was playing for a team older than my flag,
Mm-hmm.
and I was thinking to myself, what is the quickest way for me to go pro? And it came to my mind. And at the time, one of my friends were playing for Bolton, same age group as me, and I was like, Bolton, okay, good, very good team, very good first team. And I'm also looking at the academy because at this time I had big clubs looking at me and wanted me to take them. I mean, wanted me to join the team.
Uh-huh.
And I was thinking, if I went to these big clubs, could I be the standout player there? Yes, potentially. But I wanted guaranteed this and this and this and this. And I actually wrote down on a piece of paper, I think I was about 13 or 14, I think. And I said, I'm going to play for Bolton. Fast forward 2 years. my old academy I shut down, and Bolton was one of the teams that came in for me. And obviously, people can hear the big names. I'm not going to go into detail of what names, but people hear the big names and just instantly disregard Bolton. But me and my mum looked at it, and my surroundings looked at it, and thought Bolton was a good choice for me because, you know, it's a very good academy. I could play up. I can be, you know, one of the best players, etc., etc. And then, like I said, I wrote it down, and then it all planned out. And then obviously the more I progress, the more better things are gonna go on. What? I don't know, because it's all in my opinion up to God. But yeah, that's my whole philosophy on it. But what made me also as well, I'm a very weird kid when it comes to this. I just like the kit as well. That was just the extra ice on the top of the cake. So I was like, I like the kit. It's nice and calm. So that was it wasn't the main reason, but it was one of the reasons why as well.
So let me ask you, as a youngster, what club did you support?
Always been United. Manchester United. always been Manchester United. They're not been in the best form right now, but Manchester United.
Okay.
Always.
Because it's so funny. But let me ask you, and this is very, very important and vital to young people your age, the social media side, as a footballer, and as a person in the quote unquote spotlight. How important is it to understand what is said and done by you on social media, and how do you make sure that you stay within the parameters of, you know what I mean? Because
for sure,
a couple of words, your image is gone, you know, one picture, and all of this dream is over. So how important is social media for you? Because I'm only talking to you, so what you're saying is resonating to a lot of other kids.
Yeah, so for me, I've got a pretty decent amount of followers between Instagram and TikTok. And on TikTok, I've got over 40,000 followers. But with that, like I said, I don't fully indulge in that. And yes, I'm so grateful to have that. But also, plenty of my friends, I even got friends playing at the highest levels, got over 100,000 followers on Instagram, etc. And they're at the big name academies or whatever. And they're a good player, but I see the little details of how they act. And they get so lost in it because social media is a very devious place, you know what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
But for me, yes, you could say teenage academy footballer is going to want to post their stuff, or I shouldn't say success, but just post about their life in general. And that's how I kind of built my following, but I wasn't building it off my success. I just building it off to just motivate and help people. But for me, yes, I've got the followers. Yes, I've got the ability. You could quote unquote wonder kid or whatever. But like I said, I have it's like a superpower. I have the ability to just switch everything off on the outside and just focus on me. You know, like I said, my surroundings keep me humbled. So, like I said, I am blessed to have that reach, you can say, and that presence, but I don't really fully get involved in it because I know at the end of the day, I'm not where I want to be yet. I haven't got that pro contract yet. You know what I'm trying to say? So as long as I get there and I don't get lost in the spotlight or whatever, then I'm okay. I just do what I do. I just show up training, and and I've even got people coming up to me asking for a pitch, and that's a good feeling. But like I said, I'm only a kid chasing my dreams. Anyone could be where I am, or you know what I'm trying to say, where they want to be up in life. They could be that person, but I don't get caught up in it because in a split of a second, like you said, they could go like that. So I just stay faithful to who I am as a person / athlete, and I just do what I do and live my life.
What does Naim do in his downtime away from football to try and get away from it all?
Um, that's a good question. I feel like I just enjoy being by myself. Like I train so much
Hmm.
that the times where I get to just indulge in myself, it
Hmm.
would be at the night time. So it's very weird for me, well, for others to hear. But I just like enjoying the simple things. I like reading the books. I just like watching. My downtime for me is watching football, and obviously people say you don't want to get fully obsessed with it, but that's what makes me happy. So whether that's me reading a book about mentality, spiritual stuff, the little things just make me happy. Going out on a bike ride or just simply going out with my friend and yeah, my only friend. So yeah, just the little things. I'm not no like superhuman or whatever like that. I just like doing the simple things. So yeah,
Sure, sure. Big match today. Who dominates Manchester today?
United, of course. Manchester United, man.
Even though they're having a bad season, you're going to take them over. Well, actually, City's not doing that well either. They're struggling as well. Uh, Looking at it, I mean, because we watch football so much, and we see teams struggle, we see managers struggle in today's society. Everybody wants a winner today. They don't want to wait till tomorrow. Um, yeah, just who do you think will be the standout person for United today? Because they're going to need a standout person if they've let the goalkeeper go. Now they've got a new goalkeeper,
Yeah.
defenders, all sorts of things are going on at United.
Well, I'm gonna have to back my captain Bruno Fernandes, one of the best players on that team, and I also like Kobe Manu as well.
Uh-huh.
But he hasn't been getting much minutes like that lately. Hopefully he does today. I'm looking right now. The starting lineups haven't even dropped yet, so
Yeah.
I'm praying and hopefully he starts. They start, but of course United are a bit shaky, but they'll stand up today. They will stand
Okay.
up today.
Okay. Do you watch the Bolton first team play a lot?
um, truthfully, I play literally almost the exact time or around the same time as them.
Right.
Can't really watch all of the games, but I definitely when I can watch the games. I like watching the first team and also their right winger.
Uh-huh.
I can't remember his name on the top of my head. His last name, I know his first name, Mario.
Right.
But yeah, of course, I try to support the team that I play for, and
Mm.
yeah, I've been to the stadium a few times, like big stadium as well.
Right. Right. Right.
Um, yeah, of course.
Okay. All right. Well, I know, as you said, you keep checking your phone to see that lineup for United. You got
Yeah.
yourself a couple of some time to relax today, but obviously back to work tomorrow. Um, what has school been like for you with regards to being educated?
Well, for me, like I said to people who's listening or people my age, don't take what I say on board fully because, like I said, what works for you may not work for me, vice versa. But for me, me and my mom and family, you can see, are always going back and forth about it because for me, all I think about is football. So my head on school is very wishy-washy. I don't fully like to indulge in school like that, only because for me, people like me and the type of job that I have is only focused on one thing, which is pros and cons to it. But I go to school, I do what I do, but I'm not really taking that serious like that. You can see, and I'm just being real.
Right. Yeah, that's
It's
fine. That's
funny,
fine.
but I'm not really. I don't like enjoying. I don't enjoy school like that. It's not for me. I can say, but it could be for others who's watching. But like for me, it just doesn't work. But also, I've kind of got to do it, so I just do what I do and just go home, play my football, come home, chill. And that's my little routine.
All right. Well, I want to thank you very, very much for joining me, and congratulations on getting that under 18 started. It's only the start of the season. Hopefully, they continue to call you, and you continue to shine. Um, as you would know, there's going to be some rough days, because you're not going to play good all the time. There's going to be a period where, but know that you have support, know that you have people backing you, and just keep the faith, and things will work itself out. As you said, it's up to God. It isn't up to us. You put in the work, you get the reward. We're just supporters on the sideline and know our places. All right.
For sure. No, thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure.
Yes, indeed. Well, we look forward to you again. Like I said, see you in that Bolton team on a regular basis here
See,
on it. All right.
for sure.
Okay. All right. And eventually in that Manchester kit at some point in time down the
We shall
road.
see. We shall see. We shall see. We
All
shall see.
right. Thanks a lot, mate. Enjoy your
Thank you.
day. All right.
Thank you.